Alrighty, hello. Special challenge tonight, for me personally. Can I get through a stream of Dragon Age Inquisition without getting a YouTube claim? Is it possible? You know, if I skip through the opening's music, it's possible. I was trying to talk over the opening music as much as I could. Anyway, whatever, regardless, that's just a me thing. Anyway, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. You may think, oh, DZ, you're gonna be streaming this every night? Probably close to every night, because this is a long game. There's a lot of stuff to do in this game. It might actually end up being a longer stream than even Dragon Age Origins, which is already a pretty long game. Anyway, we're back in Haven.
Greetings.
There's stuff to do. Do we have a goodie? I think I got a goodie here. What do I got? It was just full of disappointment. It was a box full of disappointment. There was nothing in there. It was just japes. Alright, anyway. We have been... The purpose of last time in the Hinterlands is mainly to accumulate power in the Inquisition, which is basically a measure of the renown and influence and respect of the Inquisition is our power meter, basically. We need to have a certain amount in order to approach some allies and to open up more areas for us to
Go in peace, Herald of
do things in. So we have enough power now to go to Val Royeaux to do something with the clerics there. But anyway, I think before we do that, I want to catch up with everybody, make sure there's nothing new to talk about, because I need to regularly talk to the companions just to get stuff out of them. So
I will keep the peace while
check in
you
with
and the others appeal to
everybody
the
here.
clergy in Val Royeaux.
Better ready yourself for the blame you will be rightly assigned.
Shut up, man. Shut it. I'm not talking to you.
There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Interesting. Stop doing nothing, killing traitor agent. Encourage her to kill traitor agent. Or remain silent on this. Okay, this is very tempting for me to pick the question her about killing her, because I think this is one of the moments in the game where you can even harden or soften Liliana. A hardened or softened Liliana kind of behaves differently towards the end of the game, where she'll be more... A hardened Liliana is more ruthless and practical. Softened Liliana is a bit more forgiving and, I guess, more benevolent, I would say. Depending on whether you want to end up making her... Well, slight spoilers here. If you want to end up making her divine later on, which she's one of the clear candidates for, you can decide whether you want her to be a bit more of a hard-ass divine or a very benevolent divine. Usually a lot of people end up making her hardened by accident or unintentionally because they don't realize when the choices come up. This is one of those choices here. I think there might be another one later on in the game involving killing somebody else she knows. But I think that happens much later in the game. But for the sake of roleplay, I'm just gonna pick whatever I think my Carter dwarf here would probably pick, which is probably going to be silence is a valid option.
will be done.
I'm sorry you had to see that. Trust me. Everything I do is to protect our interests. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
Okay. You're a very busy. You're a busy girl, Lily. Can I call you Lily? Yeah. Don't get too dragged down by your work. You gotta have some. You gotta have some fun every now and then. All right. Mystery elf man.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power...
Oh, you would like to know that, wouldn't you?
The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
So you know it's a thing. You know it's a thing, Solus, that can be shattered. Interesting. Interesting. Well... maybe I'll turn up, I don't know.
Anything with that kind of power is bound to show up sooner or later.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
Tell me about the Fade. And regale me of your glorious tales of dream-walking, Baldy.
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster in an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
I'd like to know more about the veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade. But according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
We're gonna be honest, it sounds kind of dangerous. So a lot of the spirits we've encountered so far have been trying to kill us, so we're not gonna think that's a good idea.
We've got enough trouble with demons already.
But would they still be demons? Or would they be part of a natural environment, like a fast-flowing river? Yes, it can drown careless children, but it can also carry a merchant's goods or grind a miller's flour. That is what the world could be if the veil were not present. For better or worse.
Careful, Solus, your passion is showing through there.
I'd like to know more about demons.
The Chantry says that demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living, and a demon is that wish gone wrong.
Huh, interesting. Is that something we can change then?
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them, if not in peace, at least without such active confrontation?
Not in the world we know today. The veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
Oh, thank you for the veiled compliment.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Are we going to have new verses in the Chant of Light now for the Herald of Andraste? Tell him what she did.
Need something?
Tell me about that red lyrium stuff again.
Red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the deep roads. We located an ancient tide, so old it barely looked dwarven. this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
So what is it exactly?
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
Oh, interesting.
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the tag it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the deep roads? That's not a cheery thought.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Yeah. You would know that. Barrick. I want to check something here. There's something that's been kind of bothering me a little bit. Like, the dialogue audio sounds low. But it's still kind of hard to hear. I need to turn sound effects down even more. So you can actually hear people. Because the thundering in the background is actually louder than the voices, and it's bugging me.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
You don't know for your spies?
I thought you knew that.
I suppose I could ask Liliana. She has collected a frightening amount of information on you.
Oh.
But I don't want to ask her. I want to hear it from you.
Alright.
Ostwick, primarily. Though my business took me around the Free Marches.
Ah, the Carter. Odd that organized crime could be a dwarven pastime, but there it is. Tell me, do you consider the Free Marches your home? Are you eager to go back?
Eventually, I guess.
I might, once this is done.
It will not be the same once you do.
And what about you?
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Yes,
Is that a
Cassie.
problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
I want to mate with you. Actually, no. You're just being suspicious, aren't you?
You're a very suspicious person, you know that?
When it's warranted.
I can see why you have so many friends.
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lady.
Ah, so you're royalty.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family?
The Pentecosts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentecosts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
Ah, so you're just not on good terms with them.
So, not on very good terms with your family, then?
I do not visit. if that's what you mean. The Pentaghasts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
And what happened to him?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
Oh, okay.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a Mortalitasi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
What?
Your uncle was a Mortalitasi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The Mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Nevarans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker.
Oh, you didn't watch the anime?
Tell you
Thank
if you
God.
wish. But it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
But what does a right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things.
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
Alright, so tell me really, how'd you become a right hand? What's the real story?
What's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
That's how stories work,
What
doesn't it?
happens with stories that become legends?
I am not a legend, nor was I then. I was a young woman barely out of training. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral, but I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
What happened to the mages that helped you?
They went back to their circles, with rewards and privileges and Most Holy's gratitude. Many of them died at the conclave.
Impressive.
An impressive tale. I can see why people enjoy telling it.
Just wait till they start telling stories about you.
Alright.
I'll let you get back to work.
That's enough. I don't think there's... I saw that.
Sing only the chant.
Saw that.
Then the golden city is the...
You're a very fast guard. How did you do that? Anyway, whatever. Oh, horses. I have horses now.
Travel safely.
Feels good to be back at work, Inquisition. And lucky you have me. In lesser hands, you'd be in trouble. Haven can't support the mounts you need, but I can.
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Haven is groaning under the weight. It wasn't built for this. But we'll make it serve.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
I have a few other... I have better horses too, don't I? How do I change it? Label. Ah, choose a mount. Yeah, I think a lot of these got imported over. No, I can have a dragon horse. I can have a regular horse, dragon horse, a elk. I can have a weird exotic. A bog unicorn. Oh, the warnog. I should have the warnog. That's appropriate for a dwarf.
Inquisition?
It's a giant nug. Rhydon's knuckles. Yeah, that's plenty weird. Probably won't ever use it. Here it is. Alright, I think I talked to everybody I have here, so I guess we can just move on. Time to go to the big city.
How many people are going to die before the sun? You were the sky. When there was no earth, you were the earth. Do you need anything more, revered mother?
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate?
Having the herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the herald.
Let's ask her.
This is a bad idea.
You want me to walk into a pit of vipers, and you ask me that?
They're not vipers just because they like to hiss.
I will go with her. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Let's do it. The big city. That is not actually all that big once you get to it.
The city still mourns.
Ah, she's so weirdly dressed.
But I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me.
Pretty obvious, Varric. We are not wearing masks.
My Lady Herald.
You're one of Leliane's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then. They wish to protect the people? From us?
You think the Order...
Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them.
I hate how I can't select the freaking dialogue sometimes. That's really annoying the hell out of me. Like, I can't select it, I've had the mouse lock on. All these people are in pain. Except for this one statue who has his back turned to everything. Like, I don't care, just make my statue with my butt facing out. Unrelated headache. Everybody's got a headache. You have a headache. He has a headache. She has a headache. Everybody gets a headache.
Not open today. Not until this fast is over, at least. Too many swords out.
Okay.
Stand wary, guardsman.
This Inquisition is heresy.
Along with
you will not look on my doubt.
Okay, then fuck you too.
It seems that powers...
Good people of Val Royeaux, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet. The Maker would send no dwarf in our hour of need.
I never claimed to be.
I make no such claim. I wasn't sent here by Andraste or the Maker. I am simply trying to close the breach. It threatens us all.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late.
I think we told her.
The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
How?
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
Huh. I'm saving the trouble, actually.
I was just about to do that myself.
As if I would do anything for your pleasure.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
Okay, then why are you here?
If you're not here to help the Chantry, then you just came to make speeches.
I came to see what frightens old women so, and to laugh.
But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing. And the Inquisition, less than nothing.
Hey, just give us another month or so. We'll hold up.
Val Royeaux is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Just how well do you know him?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Well, so much for that.
Doesn't look like we'll be getting the Templars to help us after all.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
But I just got here.
Our Templars left.
Excuse me.
The Chantry promised they'd defend us.
Is what they're saying real? The Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky?
That's the plan.
We're going to give it a try, at least.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry's useless, and the Templars... Andraste. I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen. Your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition?
Never been part of something this big before, but... if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
I say yes. Go. Unless you have something to add, Cassie.
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
she is.
The Herald of Andraste. Yes, I understand. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help. Invite her, if it pleases you.
I will do so.
Head to Haven, then. We need good people.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
I mean, I don't necessarily need good people. I just need people who can do the job.
What's that?
The hell?
An arrow with a message?
The glowing arrow. I'm gonna read the book first. And okay, that was interesting. All right. The Friends of Red Ginny. Interesting. All right. Do you need a quarters?
This victory must please you greatly, Sika Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. If you do not believe you are the Maker's chosen, then what are you?
I'm just a dwarf.
I'm just a dwarf. In the wrong place, at the wrong time.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
You're obviously skeptical. What do you believe I am?
Our divine. Her holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
How are people responding to all this?
Despair, fear. We mourn her holiness. The people look to the sky and wonder how long before terror comes for us all. There must be a way through this. Is it you? The Templars? The Maker's will? We abandoned our duties. We servants of the faith. Now we can only pray.
So what happens now? Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
We have already done so. And what good has it done us? Now it falls on us to select a new divine, if we can, and leave the next step to her.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us, and your Inquisition, is in the Maker's hands now.
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intended role more completely.
There must be sense to what we can't see.
Must there? Rebellion seems popular in certain quarters, doesn't it, Seeker? Is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
What were you hoping the Lord Seeker would do, exactly?
Put aside his war against the mages and find common purpose against something much more dire. Obviously, he has other plans. With the knights vigilant slain at the Conclave, there is nothing more we can do.
Perhaps there is something we can do.
I'd like to believe that, Seeker. I truly would. I suppose we can expect renewed effort against the mages from him, and yet more chaos.
How many Templars turned on the Chantry, exactly?
They rebelled across Thedas. Some remained loyal, but not enough to call them the Order. The White Spire here in the capital was the largest garrison, but now it stands empty. Perhaps more shall flock to the Lord Seeker's banner now. How far has faith waned, I wonder?
Yeah, I think the guy's kind of fucked up.
The Chantry made a big mistake, and now it's paying the price.
Perhaps you are correct. We are only trying to find our way, with little guidance now, but our faith.
That's not enough.
When is it ever enough? That is the nature of faith.
Must be something here. Let's look around.
A red thing.
Chantry liars.
I believe that messenger is trying to get our attention.
There they are? Oh, I don't see them. I am very sure they can wait.
They left us. The Templars left us to the mages.
Open?
Liars.
Yes, as open as I can be. If you've a need for the well-cut or the sparkling, perhaps I can help. At the very least, we can appear like everything is normal. Yes.
It's all normal. So... Junk, I don't need junk. These are accessories. Okay. Just wanted to see what he had. Alright.
They left us. The Templars left us to the mages.
Got some level ups as well. I just got. Okay, Senator, what we got for you? Volt. Oh, this is for two-handed weapons. Okay, we're not doing that for her. Battlemaster. Guard. Yeah, look at Warcry also. Make a preferred thing. Okay.
Chantry liars.
So nice. Let's give you some more attack power. Lightning. There. Yeah, let's give him some more archer abilities. Okay.
This cannot stand. How can it stand?
It stands. It has legs.
Move along.
Good day to you.
Well, this has all been a frustrating mess. Templars and Chantry and especially the mages. Just everything. I apologize if you were refused service, but we are now open for business. Especially if you put my wares to use.
You know, I'm probably not going to need to actually buy too much stuff. Since I got all the schematics already. Alright, Messenger, what you want?
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
You are cordially invited to attend my salon at the Chateau of Duke Bastien de Gislaine. Your friend, yours, I mean, Vivian Defer. First janitor, okay. We're invited to a party. Cool.
The Templars didn't even touch you.
Yep. Alright, we got the upstairs area here. Let's take a look at the upper floor. I think there's only like a few items up here. Yeah, I have to like fast travel to the second floor of this place. Weird. Search in the cafe next, alright. I mean, I get like a little bit of EXP for reading all these plaques that are everywhere. What the hell was that noise? What was that?
Ah, the Herald of Andraste. Is there something I might help you with?
No?
No. Thank you, sister.
Make her go with you.
Don't know why I was talking to you. I wouldn't try not to say anything about that. No, I won't comment on that. Let's move on.
Is this a shop?
I maintain a premises wherein customers of a certain affluence entertain the purchase of my ware. So yes, a shop.
Your where?
Don't you mean wares?
No, I mean where. I have one item available for purchase. It is far too expensive for it merely to be sold. You may gaze upon it and dream of the wealth required to possess it, as have lords and kings. And then you may leave and purchase things from shops more aligned with your station.
How do you stay in business?
How do you keep the doors open on a shop with one item?
My shop is a destination. Luminaries of every description journey here to see what is denied to them. Some pay tribute, in the vain hope I will barter. They do not have the will to pay the price. They require a bargain to justify the spend, to ease their conscience. That would defeat the entirety of the purpose.
What is it?
I can't see it. Tell me what it is.
If you have to ask, you are not the one to buy it.
I need to know if I can use it.
And again, the point is missed. If mere use is your concern, you should go elsewhere. The person who claims this will not be known for using it. They will be known because they paid for it.
So you sell one very expensive item, and it's worth it?
Let me now interrupt the inevitable defense of your thrift. I'm sure you have treasures, and you will have many more. You could parade them from here to Halam Shiral, but none of that would allow you to say you have purchased this. The item is irrelevant. The price is worth it.
I don't see why this is special. Anyone can overprice something.
To overprice an item, the item must have a known value already. It is then priced over what it is worth. This has only the value I have set. It has never had another. It is not overpriced. It is priced.
You know, I'm really beginning to sympathize with Logain and his hatred of Orlesians. Because this is probably why he wanted to kill them. I can understand now.
Well, goodbye then.
Mind the flooring. It is not used to feet that have been subjected to soil.
Mystery box, 10,000 gold. Yeah, I'm not really... Whatever. I don't even remember what's actually in it. I think it's something completely worthless.
All's well, it seems.
Of course.
So, it's kind of weird when you're kind of up here. Trying to figure out exactly like how big Val Royeaux actually is. If you look from this side, it's like, wow, there's a whole lot of nothing to Val Royeaux, is there? Just, I mean, there's like a couple buildings out there, but that's kind of it. You can kind of see in the distance, there's a little bit more that way. But again, it's like really far away from this place. This place is basically like a giant... It's basically a shopping mall. This is an outdoor shopping mall, is what this is in Val Royeaux. So... But this is generally the most of Val Royeaux we actually get to explore. There are like little side areas we can explore later on in side quest. But this is the only part of Val Royeaux we actually get to return to. On the regular, is the shopping mall area. It's a very suspicious man here who is doing something with his hands in his pants. Let's not go there. That. Also, just... I don't know, that base just looks kind of weird. Like, there's some weirdness with the shadow going on here. Like, the shadow on the stone tile here is kind of just a soft shadow, but when it's on the carpeting, it's like a harsh shadow. It's, Okay then. Just minor issue, but you know, just weird nonetheless. Can we just take the fast way down, or we can just not fall? Oh, there we go. Come on, guys, it's safe. It's okay. I'm still alive. Barely.
What is this now?
We maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's orders. This has been received as you might expect.
Head of Madame Snappy Snips.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I remember this being the Skyhold customizer dude. But I guess since we don't have Skyhold yet, he's not open.
Be careful.
Be careful about what? Is that a threat? Of course it's a threat. What are we highlighting here? Oh, book.
Yes, thank you. What? Yes, I'm sorry. Minding the duties of the ailing mother, Havara. I am rather overwhelmed. Forgive me.
Has been
I am
filled
unsure
with
whether I
violence.
meant to extend
I knew
chantry
them
services to you,
and crossed my
that
heart
troubles me
with
greatly.
shame.
I didn't catch what you said there. But I don't think it was anything important.
Make a smile.
Inquisition, eh? I'll sell. But if the Chantry censures you, I'm not liable. No offense, but I have to live here, and Val Royeaux can be traditional.
I think this is a dude who can sell you missing notes and stuff if you missed them while exploring from previous areas you can't get back to. I think I'm remembering that correctly. Of course, he doesn't really have anything right now because I think I've already done a good job of finding everything so far.
There's something you need.
At once.
Alright, I think that's about it for the shopping mall. So we have a potential couple allies we can just seek out now. Red. Oh, that's a quest for Varric. Here's one map. Okay. Let's go get some allies who will be far more useful than the Templars or the mages.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps my people are the wiser option.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
Very sus.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
So you think they did it?
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
Well, are you willing to help us then?
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
But I have more things to do here in the land of funny masked people.
They wish to protect the people? From us?
They can try.
They can certainly try.
We don't want a pitched battle in the middle of Val Royeaux.
That's their choice, isn't it?
You think the Order's return to the fold, maybe? To deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense. Not after all that.
Especially after he punched the priest down.
Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Yeah, so okay, that was a conversation I messed up at the very beginning. It's kind of past tense now. It doesn't make a difference anyway. Go here. Yep. Bad guys.
Well, they know who I work for, at least.
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I just happened upon this place.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what?
What is that?
Nani?
Ugh. Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're...
Short?
You're all dwarfy. I don't mean nothing, but you're down there. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Some say that. Who are you?
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you? And what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
Oh. Hello, cover.
Because no breaches. Bunch of nutters. Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
First you have to make sense.
Could we take a few moments for sense to reassert?
Varric is just staying in the background, glaring, like, what is this?
I'm not people.
We really need another archer?
It's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
So, you're offering spies?
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their...
Yes, we know.
Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
So who are your Friends of Red Jenny? You must know them.
It's not hard to understand if you're not trying to waste your day on it. Someone little always hates someone big. And unless you don't eat, sleep, or piss, you're never far from someone little. Doesn't always work out, but a lot of people hated this guy. Someone got a laugh, someone got even, someone got paid. And someone has to have explained to them that free help is good.
You sound like a thief who acts out petty revenge fantasies. And that might be bad?
Oh, right. You want to prop that guy up so I can say my sorries? Bad things should happen to bad people. We find someone not so bad, maybe he'll end up not so dead. Good enough?
But you didn't really know him.
You say that like it's obvious, but you didn't know him.
I knew about him.
That's just rumor.
Look, I'd have been fine stripping his guards and nicking his stuff. Turns out he deserved worse. Or was him trying to kill you a good thing? Are you the baddie? Didn't think so.
Yeah. I mean, I was glowing, I guess not.
Back there you wanted to know if I glowed. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere and now you glow. Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead, yeah? I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
Well, if you believe I am radioactive, then fine. You can join. Because none of that makes sense, much like you, Sarah.
Alright, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
Yay. Sarah is part of the team now. But we'll talk to her when we get back to Haven. And get her set up properly.
You joined the Inquisition when Seeker Pendergast questioned you.
She was very insistent that I help.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
It's surprising that an elven apostate is the one who joined the Inquisition voluntarily.
Make sure I didn't miss anything before I leave. I need more trash. Oh, that's money. A paltry sum. Alright, we have a party to attend. I did not come dressed for this.
Lady Kadash of the Inquisition.
What a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Seeing the same faces at every event becomes so tiresome. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer, or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
What do you know of me?
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fate.
And, who's the Madame de Fer?
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
I've heard very little about Duc Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the Civil War. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
Okay, so what have you heard about me? Really?
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously.
Yeah, why don't you take off that mask and tell me what's your real face?
Excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
I've never made any claims to holiness. What's your point?
In front of all these people, you admit to being a pretentious usurper. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a woman of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lady, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
I don't care.
The Marquis doesn't interest me. Do whatever you like with him.
Poor Marquis. Issuing challenges and hurling insults like some Ferelden doglord. And all dressed up in your Aunt Solange's doublet. Didn't she give you that to wear to the Grand Tourney? To think all the brave chevaliers who will be competing left for Markham this morning, and you're still here. Were you hoping to sate your damaged pride by defeating the Herald of Andraste in a public duel? Or did you think her blade could put an end to the misery of your failure? Run along, my dear. Do give my regards to your aunt. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first Enchanter of Montsimard and Enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Well, an interesting party so far.
Your salon has certainly exceeded my expectations so far.
I'm glad to keep you entertained, my dear. I wanted to meet face to face. It is important to consider one's connections carefully. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
So, tell me about the loyal mages.
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
Actually, yeah, it actually could be useful for an ally.
Does that mean you'd be aiding the Inquisition from the Imperial Palace?
Ordinarily, I would be happy to serve as liaison to the court, but these are not ordinary times. The veil has been ripped apart and there is a hole in the sky. It is now the duty of every mage to work towards sealing the breach. And so I would join the Inquisition on the field of battle.
And what do you get out of this?
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
So you support the Chantry, I assume.
Are you devout? What's your opinion of the Chantry?
I was a great admirer of the late Divine Justinia V. The Chantry, at its best, unites the disparate cultures of Thedas and looks after its most vulnerable. Had she lived, Justinia could have accomplished so much.
But the Chantry doesn't really like me.
You are aware that the Chantry hasn't sanctioned this Inquisition.
The Chantry is leaderless. They're in no position to officially sanction anything. Besides, my dear, if there is one virtue the Chant of Light teaches us, it is forgiveness. Once the Inquisition has sealed the breach, I'm sure the new Divine will not care in the slightest about official permission.
I already asked her about the loyal mages thing, didn't I? So is this a business or a pleasure thing, Vivienne de Fer?
Is your interest in the Inquisition Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming? It's professional, of course.
Alrighty. Welcome aboard.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
Vivienne has joined the party. The Inquisition party. Automatically back to Haven. Okay. Oh, there's a goodie.
I understand that.
What we got? What we got? Disappointment. Why is it always disappointment?
Good luck sealing those rifts.
Need something?
Tell me about this hawk person.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
So whatever happened to this Anders person?
What happened to the mage who destroyed the Kirkwall Chantry? The book never said.
He fled Kirkwall with the mages from the Circle. Stayed with them a while, but he had to move on. Somehow a lot of mages blamed him for making them live as fugitives. I don't know where he is now, and I don't want to know.
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Meryl decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Isabella went back to the Raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now.
Admiral.
I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there. Hawk's brother Carver is still in the Free Marches, helping the Kirkwall Guard keep order.
He's not a...
Aveline is still guard
I
captain.
guess he's not a Templar now.
Pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job. Need something?
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
In the book, you say that First Enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
There's no way Hawk really could have killed the Arashok. It would have started a war with the Kunari.
I was told later that the Kunari disavowed his actions. Apparently, the Arashok didn't get permission before he attacked Kirkwall, and the Qun didn't want another exalted march. When they finally sent a ship to haul the wrecked dreadnought away, they just said, "We will never speak of this again."
It was retconned out of existence.
The Qun's version of an apology.
Carry on.
We shall never speak of this again. Our Arashok had his ass kicked by a mage.
Just need to be careful not to do anything rash.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
I'm pretty sure the Conclave proved it's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Why? Because someone yelled it real loud. Make them prove it. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
And you think it'll just be that easy?
Right, they should know it's a simple job. End all war, stitch the sky. The easy one first, of course.
You're daft, yeah? Most people get special, they lose their snark. Can't see how stupid it all is. I think I'll like you, Lady Herald. Maybe you are a little touched, yeah?
I'm glowing.
I think I'll enjoy having you around, Sarah. I hope you'll feel the same.
I need somebody who's
You're
not quite so
adorable.
serious.
Yes, you are. See you, Herald. Herald. I have to do something about that.
You can just say I'm radioactive. I'll be okay with that. Let's see. I think Vivienne hangs out in the Chantry building. Maybe.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
Well, we made contact, I guess.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
Well, it's kind of dangerous either way, I'd say.
So it'll be dangerous. I've been in danger since I walked out of the Fade.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave...
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options. There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
I agree, it sounds suspicious.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
We can go get Blackwell now. Kinda had to wait till after I did the Val Royeaux thing. Oh, I think we can get the Iron Bull too. Speak to the messenger. See where they are though. Right here. There's Krim.
Excuse me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Well, you can tell it to me.
What's the message?
We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bull's chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
What can your Bull's chargers offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Val Royeaux. We've got references.
What should I know about your commander?
Iron Bull. He's one of those Kunari, the big guys with the horns. He leads from the front. He pays well, and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for. Best of all, he's professional. We accept contracts with whoever makes the first real offer. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick a side.
Why did your commander send us this information?
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
Yeah, well. We can welcome to help.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
Okay. We can go get Iron Bull, we can go get Blackwall.
O Creator, see me kneel, for
Let's
I walk
go.
only where you would bid me.
Do you need anything more,
Stand only
Revered
in
Mother?
places you have blessed.
Where does Vivian hang out around here? I don't remember. I'll come back and find her later, I guess. So.
What have your ears heard, Leliana? Anything new we don't already know about? No, nothing.
Saying the find Justinia is still alive. Yeah, she's not alive. Yeah, why don't we send Josephine on this one? Let's just, throw some money in their faces and tell them to shut up. Yeah, I'll go out to Sinkhole and deal with it. Yeah, I'll send Josephine on this one. Red Heart? Oh, this is another.
To work?
Yeah, that's just another mount. Whatever. Yes, Haven was occupied by the dragon cultist. You know what, you can do it on the way on. Have fun with that. Since you were here before, Liliana, so you should be have some familiarity with what this place is.
At your service.
I didn't need bees. Job bees, which I actually already have, but whatever. Need bees. Alright, let's go find Blackwall. And Blackwall is up. I guess we'll take for a few more quests in the hinterlands while I'm here. Then go up to Storm Coast and Iron Bull. IB. Can I not climb up here? I guess not.
make this a fight, not us. Line there and there, no gaps.
Hello?
Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall? Warden Blackwall?
You're not... How do you know my name? Who said... Ah! That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come! Hold the wall, men! Make them come to me! You're dead, bastard! Dead! I wasn't here to fight. Stop and think. Sorry, bastards. Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
I know your name because I'm an agent of the Inquisition. I'm investigating whether the disappearance of wardens has anything to do with the murder of the Divine.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
Well, I wasn't exactly saying that.
I'm not here to accuse. Not yet. I just need information. I've only found you. Where are the rest?
I haven't seen any Wardens for months. I travel alone, recruiting. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no blight coming. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire, make you better than you think you are.
I wasn't aware Grey Wardens could take whatever they want.
It's complicated. If there's a blight, everyone has to help the effort to fight it. The treaties are ancient. Outside of blights, it's as binding as a clever tongue can make it.
Do you have any idea where the other Wardens could have gone?
Maybe they returned to our stronghold at Weishaupt? That's in the Anderfels, a long way north. I don't really know. Can't imagine why they'd all disappear at once, let alone where they'd disappear to.
Why haven't you gone missing like the rest of them?
Well, maybe I was going to. Or maybe there's a new directive, but a runner got lost or something. My job was to recruit on my own. Plan to stay that way for months. Years.
So, you got nothing.
You're no help. I'm no further ahead than I was.
But I wanted to flirt with him.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a Warden. Maybe you need me.
The Inquisition needs all the support it can get. But what can one Grey Warden do?
Save the fucking world if pressed. Look, maybe fighting demons from the sky isn't something I'm practiced at. But show me someone who is. And like I said, there are treaties. Maybe this isn't a blight, but it's bloody well a disaster. Some will honor them. Being a warden means something to a lot of people.
Okay.
Warden Blackwell, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This warden walks with the Inquisition.
Blackwell has now joined the Inquisition. We were just raking in the allies right now.
That crossbow is remarkable, Varric. I am surprised the dwarves have not made more of them.
The woman who made Bianca would rather that not happen. Wars are bloody enough as it is. A crossbow that fires this far and this quickly, with so little training, every battle would be a massacre.
Indeed. I am surprised, not disappointed.
I'm gonna spend maybe about half an hour here in the hinterlands taking care of a few other oddball quests here we got going on. See what's going on over here. Then I'll go to the Storm Coast and get Bull. Take care of a few things while I'm here. Oh, another treasure map. Did I find all of these things before? Remember if I did. Okay, yeah, I think I did. What else can we go check out? Little minor quest we can go deal with. There's another ocularum over here. Right over there. There's more? These fools keep coming from. Cool. 3 and 4. Not gonna make it easy for me.
Stay alert.
Yes, B is also assigned on my search button. Don't know how that happens. Summon amount needs to be on a different button. Yeah, that needs to not be on that in.
The chaos has made this part of Ferelden more dangerous than ever before.
You know
there was a fight
here, right?
All right.
Out of the way, people.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you. Have you seen
Good to have
otherwise?
commerce restored.
It's just what I had.
Okay.
Nice work taking care of the bandits. Corporate Val will want to hear the good news.
I'm happy to be of assistance.
be something here. Better take a closer look.
There's a bottle. Guys, where's my allies? What y'all doing? You guys are inside the house. A lot of help you lot are.
Make it take you!
I have heard stories about you, Herald of Andraste. I am Enchanter Elendra. I hope you find a way to end this foolish war.
If you're a mage, why aren't you with the rebel mages?
I was an enchanter in the College of Equitarians. We wanted tolerance, not war. By rights, I am sworn to join the rebels. But I had friends among the Templars. I will not fight them. I know my own strength. I have no fear of demons. I will keep to myself and harm none.
I have this phylactery.
I believe this is your phylactery. I found it on the body of a dead Templar named Matrin.
Ah, I suspected he died when he did not join me or send word. Maker curse the fools who started this war, and the fools who now fight it. Thank you. Matrin was important to me. Here, for your trouble.
I'd like to know more about you and Matrin.
Ah, Templars and mages. Natural enemies, they always say. As though you can keep healthy men and women close to each other for years without anyone getting ideas. We were friends for many years, and lovers for many more. And now he is gone because of this war.
You haven't joined the rebels or the refugees. Are you on your own?
Yes, it is safer that way. For everyone. At first, I used my healing skills to help the refugees. But when the Templars saw me, they attacked. Innocent people died in that battle. I will endanger no more.
Maybe you can join us.
The Inquisition could use the skills of a powerful mage.
If I wished to kill others, I would have joined the rebels. How is the Inquisition any better?
I guess I don't have an answer to that.
Farewell.
Thank you again. It is better to know.
I guess I need to have certain... I need to have a certain companion with me to get her to join. I just don't remember which one.
Of course. I passed round what you found. No one will go hungry.
Fine day to you.
Okay, we'll head that way.
True enough.
Yes.
And how much did you need?
I've got the refugees bundled up nice and warm.
Yes, this ruined area is under protection of the Inquisition. It means die, animal. Who is hanging out up here? Yeah, there we go. Just gotta shoot it hard enough and it destroys. That easy to destroy. If only red lyrium was that easy to destroy. Just shoot it.
This place is unpleasant.
Demons. Well, your objector was a demon, so I guess that's it for that. They're dead now. There is another hold I can make out here. It'll be a little bit of a trek to get out there. Let's go ahead and track my way out there and establish that foothold. I spy a shiny thing. Oh, come on, where's the last one? There.
Have you heard from any of your Kirkwall associates, Varric?
You're asking me? So you don't read my letters?
You're no longer my prisoner, much as you like to act like it.
Yet I still get all the suspicion.
I am not without sympathy, especially given recent events.
Why, Seeker, I would never accuse you of having sympathy. By the way, I tend to refer to my associates as friends. Maybe you're not familiar with the concept.
It's up there. Okay. Probably won't do that right now. There's something up there, but can't cool that and get to it. Oh, it's not one of these things. Alright, what do we got here? The sailboat. Hey, easy enough. Hey. Doors collected. I still can't open that door yet. There's the other Asterium down here.
Feel another of the elven artifacts.
Really? What's it feel like?
The wards are working. It should be harder for tears to form here.
Okay. Whatever makes you happy, Baldy.
The area ahead is well defended. Be ready.
Let's try some bees. Bees, not the bees. gotta be a way up here. Where's that Skyrim horsepower when you need it?
I doubt that's the last of them. Come on.
Well, I saw that rogue. Where did he go? Where'd he go? There he is. Whoa! Oh no, bear. I think we can take it. It's just got a lot of health. We've defeated the bear. Our first bear. I think I see how to do this one. I think they gave me like an extra star that I don't need. I mean, that's it. Oh, bullshit. Like, I can't see the whole thing. Moving off. There we go. Okay, so that unlocks the secret cave from before. Okay. I know where that is. I'm just trying to make my way towards camp here.
We could make camp here?
Yes, we can.
Nothing to report, sir.
Mob. Power. Somebody's fighting a bear. Well, it's not my problem. There's lots of bears over there. I don't think we want to be a part of that. Let's see, that's the Asterium Cave. I can't fast travel over there. Really a fast way to go over there? I guess the crossroads is the closest to that.
Thank you.
What made the mages come here of all places?
Oh, you know.
Is anything we can do? Just ask.
Door is open now. What do we got? Fruit. What fruit? Elf fruit. And some loot. Done. I think we'll go get Honorable now. Seems fine. We'll head back to Haven. Colin's hanging out here. Where is Vivian? Oh, Blackwell's there. Special shipments. Sarah, Solus. Yeah, Vivian's hanging out in the Chantry area. I must have missed her. So we'll go talk to Blackwell while he's here.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
kind of wandering around, old man.
So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it, to be that close.
Yeah, I was kind of lucky, I guess.
If I hadn't been saved by Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human?
Taller?
Yes.
Well, at least you're honest.
At least you're up front. It's better than I thought you'd be taller.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important. Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
I don't know yet. I'm just kind of winging it.
It's been a whirlwind. It's hard to say where I fit.
I guess we'll have to figure that out. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers.
Good talk.
Though you had granted them power over the very
So what else is there? There's another marker over here. Is there something else with GIC?
I've heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look, see if there's anything we can salvage.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
Ah, the Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
Oh, you must know something.
The Blight's been over for 10 years. What do Wardens do when the world's not ending?
There is still Darkspawn. Just because we killed so many in Ferelden doesn't mean they're gone. And the world is not so peaceful that there's no use for good men with swords. Sometimes you have to figure out for yourself what the pledge to protect others really means. It's not always about just archdemons and blights.
Where were you during the Blight?
I was in Ferelden, on my own, like always. Quite
Really?
my fair share of Darkspawn too.
Are you sure about that?
You haven't had contact with other Wardens for a while. Why were you on your own?
It's what I've always done. Recruitment only requires one man. Besides, I've always been a loner. Works best for everyone that way.
So you have no idea where the rest of the Wardens are?
Do you find that odd? The Blight is over. We don't need an organized force. And orders don't change much from day to day. For the last 1,000 years or so, it's been just find Darkspawn, kill them, repeat as necessary.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me.
Okay. So find stuff. The Grey Wardens in
Travel safely.
various places.
A
Alright.
scout in the hinterland saw the Herald of Andraste. Then she sealed the
Third time's a charm. What do we got? What do we got? Fucking disappointment again. It's the eternal box of disappointment.
Things safe at Haven. Have you seen Enchanter Vivienne? That's the picture
What is she? Oh, there she is. Hiding.
I met an elven mage earlier. Solus, I believe he was called. I admit I was surprised. I didn't expect to find mages among the Inquisition. Tell me, why were you at the Divine Conclave?
I don't actually remember.
The war benefits no one. It must end, and order must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
Well, I'll do what I can.
I'll try not to let them down.
Failure is a luxury we cannot afford, my dear. For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Well, then I'll try to use it well.
If that's true, then I'll put it to good use.
I suppose we'll see. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
Don't let me keep you.
O Creator, see me kneel, for I walk only
Research in
where
Manave
you
wishes
would
to verify that the infections have decreased in number. Yes. Thank you for
Apothecary Adon wanted to know when you might be able to provide the materials he needs. I asked Adon not to rush us. Demon essence is dangerous.
No longer talk to dragons.
No,
Alright. Storm Coast.
Have you had any trouble with them?
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes.
Who else is left? I know Dorian Cole will only appear after we decide on our major ally. Anybody else after that?
Your worship, for what it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast.
Where it always
I would have
rains.
sent word sooner, but our efforts have been delayed.
How so?
There's a group of bandits operating in the area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them. Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
Not surprised.
Of course you haven't.
The soldiers didn't have an exact location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
Or just giving you a trench foot. What the hell was that? Oh, dragon. Yeah, there's a dragon around here too. Alright. Anyway, our goal is to get to Iron Bull right now. We're not gonna mess around with anything else here. We'll explore the rest of this another stream. Captain of the Chargers, there we go. Alright, let's go find Bull.
What is it?
This could help us.
Something. Anti-venom, okay. There's some spiders I remember around here that we can get the anti-venom from. Should be real easy to do when the time comes. Got some new rocks. New rocks. Bees.
Stand down! Krim! How'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish up, then break out the casks. So, you're with the Inquisition, huh? Glad you could make it. Come on, have a seat. Drinks are coming.
Oh, you're the Iron Bull, I take it.
Iron Bull, I presume.
Yeah, the horns usually give it away. I assume you remember Cremisius Aclassi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have him check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Canary, right?
So, you've seen us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
Just how expensive?
How much is this going to cost me, exactly?
Wouldn't cost you anything personally. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador, what's her name? Josephine. We'd go through her and get the payments set up. Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it.
Well, you seem useful.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
They are, but you're not just getting the boys. You're getting me. You need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man. Whatever it is. Demons? Dragons? The bigger the better. And there's one other thing. Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
A little bit.
They're a Kunari organization, right? The equivalent of their guards in City Watch.
I'd go closer to spies. But yeah, that's them. Or, well, us. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
You're a Kunari spy, and you just told me?
Whatever happened at that conclave thing, it's bad. Someone needs to get that breach closed. So whatever I am, I'm on your side.
You still could have hidden what you are.
From something called the Inquisition? I'd have been tipped sooner or later. Better you hear it right up front from me.
What would you send home in these reports of yours?
Enough to keep my superiors happy. Nothing that'll compromise your operations. The Canari want to know if they need to launch an invasion to stop the whole damn world from falling apart. You let me send word of what you're doing, it'll put some minds at ease. That's good for everyone.
What's in these Ben Hasrath reports you're offering to share?
Enemy movements, suspicious activity, intriguing gossip. It's a bit of everything. Alone they're not much, but if your spy master is worth a damn, she'll put him to good use.
She?
I did a little research. Plus, I've always had a weakness for redheads.
Okay, sounds good, you're hired.
Alright, you're in.
Excellent. Prem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tevinter, right? Try blood magic. We'll meet you back at Haven.
Another ally recruited. Alright, that's probably enough people for now. Grab a few things while I'm here. Then we're gonna head back to Haven. Let's kind of wrap up here. Wrap up for tonight. I think we probably... I think I've done enough tonight. I need to go back and kind of equip the new party members. That's why I haven't used them yet, because I haven't really put any gear on them yet, and I want to spend some time and make some good gear for them. See if there's any more serpent stone around here. Grab a few pieces. Since it is a new mineral. We're gonna just make a bunch more iron stuff, which iron stuff is still okay right now. Back to Haven. We'll go chat with Iron Bull a little bit, and then we'll call it a night.
What can I do for you?
Iron Bull said the chargers were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The Chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee Tevinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasrath, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
We'll talk later.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
I see, you can tell.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
I'm glad he is.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
I mean, we have Cassandra.
Cassandra's been the driving force of this Inquisition. She's the leader in all but name.
Cassandra's a seeker. From what I gather, that's a bit like a Ben Hasrath. She's a good hunter and a great fighter, but she doesn't see the big picture. Too busy searching for answers. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
It won't, but it could. Alright. I think that's gonna be it here. I don't think there's any special shipments against it. Alright. One more time. Let me get japed again.
So we have to only the word, sing only the chant. Then the golden.
Is it disappointment? Yep, it's disappointment again. Alright. Alright, that's enough. Okay. That's it for tonight. So we got some new allies. I'm not going to jump into the Templar Mage decision next time. Since I got some new areas to explore, Storm Coast and the swamp area, we'll probably explore one of those areas in the next stream. I guess Storm Coast since already got unlocked. But anyway, that's it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.